Hello, beautiful people of the world. It's such a flippin' lovely day, isn't it? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening. I hope it's a nice day for you. It is not even that hot. Well, I say not that hot. I'm very used to like it being 15 degrees and barbecue weather, but this is, I think, only 17, 18, something like that, and it's not massively warm. It surprises me. Okay, today, this week, I'm talking about my personal muscle recovery, the things I have done over the past year that has facilitated me in order to get better. Now, this might not work for you, it might not work for everyone, but I hope by sharing my story that you are able to take some things away and give them a try. I mean, you never know what's going to work, what's not going to work. So realistically, give it a go. I mean, there'll be some things that you might disagree with in this video. There might be some things that you have already tried. There might be some things that you haven't thought of, and hopefully I'm going to open your eyes up to some things that maybe you thought would never work. The biggest thing for me that I thought would never work, but I gave it a go anyway, was eating more vegan food. Now, I'm not talking about going vegan. I'm talking more specifically about just eating a more plant-based diet, not having every form of meat protein out there every day of the week. So I started this specifically about a month ago. The only meat I now consume is bacon, because I have a real hankering for bacon. I don't know what it is about bacon specifically, but that's the only meat I now consume. The only other form of protein I get from animals is eggs. So eggs and bacon, that's it. I eat lots of vegan sausages, I eat lots of tofu, I eat lots of beans, lots of lentils, different things like that. And since I went on this more plant-based diet, it has honestly changed my life. It really, really has. It's a bit harder to get protein in within the calorie range that I'm trying to hit, because plant-based foods are, I don't know why, but they're just higher in calories generally speaking. Like if you're talking like, you know, 100 grams of tofu rather than 100 grams of chicken breast, it's just way more calories, unnecessary amount of calories. But the amount of plants, the amount of goodness in these foods has enabled me to start squatting again. I believe I said in a previous video, I don't know how long ago, that my mission this year was to start squatting again. And today marks the first day I was able to do a back squat. I was able to do a 40 kilo back squat for 20 reps. And you know, I had more in the tank, but realistically, I didn't want to go and jeopardize my knees any further. It has been absolutely fantastic going vegan. Now, it's not all about nutrition. I do feel like it's a lot of mental state, mental health. Now, the other thing, when we talk about knees are in terms of, so I follow this lady called Louise Hay, and she is absolutely amazing. She wrote a book on what all the body parts represent in life. The knees represent direction. Since I've moved to Australia, since I've found the job that I want, since I've got a clear goal and got clear ambitions and sort of been making steps toward those goals and ambitions and my dreams, I have had so much direction that I have been able to walk without pain. I haven't used my straps since I've been out. Sorry, I've used my straps once since I've been out here, when I went clubbing one night, because I had a big 25k day at walking around at work, both works, and then I was going clubbing. It just felt a bit tingly, and I just thought there's no reason to put it in jeopardy if I don't have to. So that has been another big lifesaver as well, like the mental side of things. I have dramatically reduced my steps. Obviously, when I was back home, I was walking around 20 to 30,000 steps a day. I've reduced that down to 10 to 15,000 a day, sometimes less than that. So physically having impact on my knees has come down quite a lot. The other thing I've done, being now working in a gym, I have been able to cycle ride a lot, inside, yes, but so it's not my thing, but getting on the bike for 15-20 minutes every other day, you know, 3 times a week, is again absolutely fantastic. Again, revolutionized my recovery process. Stretching has been another massive thing. Specifically, I've been using my foam roller on my knee, which I never thought you would be able to do. However, my physiotherapist back home recommended it. When I came out here, I saw a physio and they recommended it, so I thought, why not give it a go? I did that a couple of times a week on top of stretching really hard, and again, absolutely fantastic. Just lots and lots of rest, lots and lots of recovery. I don't know if you know, but I haven't trained my legs in a year, possibly over a year, properly. I've tried to do bits here and there, but realistically the only thing I've been able to do solidly is walk a lot and cycle a lot. So being able to get back in the gym, being able to put a squat bar on my back, I've had the best day. I honestly have had the best day. It's also, when we come to talk about exercises for recovery, it's all about the type of exercises that you choose. So I specifically, for the past 6 months, I let my leg heal as much as it could for 6 months, and then I went back into the gym. Really light reps, 20 plus repetitions a set, and very particular with the exercises that I chose. I chose all exercises that had minimal flexion at the knee, and again, really lightweight. So calf raises were absolutely fine. Sumo deadlift was okay, provided I didn't go too heavy. Bulgarian split squats, they are the one. They are absolutely fantastic, not only as an exercise, but for me personally, the way that they have been able to, I feel like, help recover my knee that much more. Absolutely awesome. I can't describe to you how good that exercise is all round. The things I did not find helpful, obviously I could not squat, physically could not squat. Normal deadlift was a big no-no, and leg extensions and hamstring curls, 2 also big no-nos. Massive flexion at the knee, the biggest flexion you can get, and it didn't not help. I did do some, like, the lightest possible weight I could go on the leg extensions, one leg, single leg. Really took my time, really squeezed at the top. That did help a little bit, but I felt like in the end it just caused me more pain. Did that for a couple of weeks. You know, like I said, it wasn't bad, but I think that it didn't help. It definitely didn't help. Not anywhere near as much as rest and Bulgarian split squats. They were phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I know everybody's different circumstance. So I know everybody's circumstance is different, and I understand that not all of this is going to apply to you, but I do highly recommend you buy Louise Hay's book. She's written a lot of books, but the one specifically, I will try and link it in the description, the one specifically that tells you what body parts are being affected by a cause or something in your life, and it's external from the gym, it's external from accidents and physical things that have happened. You know, I'm not one of these hooey-fooey types who think that everything's related to the mind, because, you know, I do believe that obviously if you get hit by a truck and break your leg, then your mind's got nothing to do with that. You have been hit by a truck and you've broken your leg. I am very aware, like I got hit off my motorbike and I had problems from that. However, I do very strongly believe that reeling from that accident, I had mental problems. I had mental health problems, quite severely. I had mental health problems before the accident, so I do feel like it was all related, and without sorting one, you can't sort the other. You know, I do very strongly believe in that, hence why the whole mind and body fitness thing, it's a mind and a body task. It's not just go to the gym, pound the weight, punish yourself and grow and be the best you can, because if you're not mentally strong enough, then your body will not be able to adapt to change, because your mind won't let it. Your mind at the end of the day controls your body. I've said that to some people and they've laughed at me and they go, no it doesn't, and it's like, it's a bit like, what? Of course it does. Without your mind, your body can't function. You know, there's so many little things that your brain does without your body realizing, like breathing. Like, you know, obviously I say the word breathe and then you're going to manually take over your breathing, but it, you know, it tells you when to wee, you know, it tells you when it's hungry. Like that's the mind. Obviously that's the stomach sending the mind signals, but then the mind is relaying that and saying, okay, now go and eat, blah blah blah. You know, it closes and opens sphincters. You know, there's so many different things that it does do. It controls the nervous system. Now, I do believe once I had been through extensive counselling, trauma therapy and all of that, I then needed to work on myself. I did a lot of positive affirmations. That was another fantastic thing that I found. Something, again, I highly recommend. Every single day saying to yourself, I can do this, I will do this. You know, little things like that. You know, they weren't my affirmations. I won't go into detail about that now because that's a separate video, but whatever affirmations you feel like you need to boost yourself and make yourself perform the best you can. Like salespeople, you know, there's something I've learned a lot about at work. So, you know, salespeople are very, you know, they'll sit in a car before they go into a big sale and they're, I am the best, I'm gonna get this sale, I'm the best salesperson in the world. And some people might laugh at that, but positive affirmations make a person, you know, if you're constantly saying to yourself, oh, I'm shit, I'm, you know, I'm crap, and I can't do this, then that is the outcome you're going to have in life. Whereas if you flip that on that around and say, no, I can do this, I am the best, I'm going to do this, then at the end of the day, you can't fail. You know, you might fail at one task and then another task and another task, but you will succeed at the end of the day. But fundamentally, it was time. It was a long time. Like I said, a whole year of 6 months of doing absolutely nothing, wearing my straps for over a year, you know, really taking care of myself as much as I physically can. Like I said, these vegan foods have been absolutely revolutionary. Again, there was a gentleman, David Goggins, I believe his name is David Goggins. If not, I apologize. He broke both of his legs and he said the best thing for his recovery was going vegan. I have tried to go completely vegan beforehand and I fail at some point every time. I don't believe in really pushing yourself toward one thing, if you know what I mean. Like, if you want to be vegan, cool. Like, you know, if you want to be vegetarian, cool. Carnivore, whatever. I like the healthy, balanced range of everything in life. Like, well, why limit yourself to one specific food group, one specific dietary confinement? I like Krispy Kreme donuts, I like tofu, you know, there's lots of different things out there that I enjoy that I want to eat, you know, on a daily basis. Like, I have my eggs and my bacon every single day. Like, you have to do you have to have a sustainable diet that you're going to be able to prolong for the rest of your life. But yeah, no, I'm really happy that I've cut out all meats apart from bacon. Really happy. And all other animal-based proteins apart from eggs. Again, another massive thing. It's really helped. And like I said, lots of vegan sausages, tofu, tempeh, beans, lentils. You know, you're getting such a more varied diet, and on top of that, you're getting so much more macronutrients and micronutrients from those things because they come out of the ground. And then yeah, just time guys. Like, it was horrible, it was horrific for me to have to not be able to do anything I wanted to do in the gym apart from upper body stuff. And it, you know, I went from being able to squat 140 kilos down to 40 kilos. You know, I've literally dropped 100 kilos off my squat, but I can walk quite happily, and I can, you know, run around if I need to, and I can cycle my push bike. And like I've always said, being functionally fit is far more important to me than being big and strong. You know, provided I am healthy for the rest of my life, I can walk around, I can run around, and, you know, I can cycle my bike, then that's far more important to me, and then going in the gym and hurting myself, like really hurting myself with weights. I have done that. I know I've done that. I've nearly broke my back trying to lift my body weight over my head and all sorts of silly stuff. But it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. If you have an injury, take your time, relax, keep things easy, keep things chilled. You know, do what the doctor says. You know, go to physio. Make sure you do your affirmations. Make sure you look at all the different ways of recovery as fast as you physically can, because at the end of the day you want to recover as fast as you can and as best as you can, so that you can live a long, healthy lifestyle. Look at Ronnie Coleman. He can't walk anymore because he's screwed himself over with weights and, you know, trying to be as big as he physically can, and his bones and his joints, and just can't handle it. And I don't want to be on crutches ever. I've never been on crutches in my entire life, touch wood, and I never ever want to be. That would be a horrific state to be in, I think. So yeah, that's just a like a little insight into my life, really, that I don't really have any more to say on that. Like, just take things easy, take things slow, make sure you really research all of the things you can do, all of the things you shouldn't do, take the doctor's advice. You know, I do believe a lot of these things can relate back to mental health, so make sure you do see some proper trauma therapists or some proper counsellors, some proper good ones, and, you know, get the things in your life sorted, guys, so that they don't come and bite you in the ass in 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 years time. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. You don't want these things biting you in the ass when you're 50 years old. You know, get these things sorted while you're younger, and live a long, healthy, prosperous life. That's the way forward. So I really hope you took something away from this. I really hope that the insight into my life has been somewhat interesting and somewhat helpful. You know, if you're going through similar problems, if, you know, like I said, I've had shoulder problems, I've had knee problems, all from being in Australia, and they've all gone away now. You know, I very rarely get niggles anymore in my traps because I'm sat right a lot more. You know, just like I said, physio has helped with that. A lot of mental affirmations have helped with that. So make sure you do absolutely everything, guys, absolutely everything. Okay, but thank you so very much for listening. I am going to get out of the sun before I burn to a crisp. Please tune in for next week's video, and obviously like, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff. If you need any personalized training plans, do not hesitate to get in contact. If you need any help or advice, please as well just message me. Like I say, if I have the time, I will drop you a DM back. Other than that, guys, have a fantastic day, and I shall see you next week.